Cancer, how you doing? So I keep hearing I'm missing a piece of Pisces, or I'm missing a card. Some of you might have a deck of cards, but you're missing one, or you're just missing someone like crazy, and I really do miss you. Okay, so is it the past, or is it someone missing you, Cancer? But like, I really misused you. Okay, so someone could have misused you and abused you. Okay, what is going on in your messages? I really abused you. Okay. I don't know, man. I'm really trying to get through to your energy, and I can't at the moment, Cancer, to figure out what your channel message is about. I'm missing a piece. I'm missing a soulmate. Some of you, I don't know if you're with anybody or not, but you're kind of, or not. If I say not, there's a Pisces. See, I got a feeling there's like third energies, all like of the third kind, all up in your chart. Okay, all up in your retas and your auras. So you're kind of like, I'm missing a piece. Which one is it that is meant for me? Some of you could be speaking to a few people, okay, and you're like, I don't know which one is. It's kind of like left or right. It's like Libra here also maybe. And I don't know if it's the person to the left or the right. I mean, is it one eye? This eye is coming up again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, like my eye. Like I can't see out of one of my eyes, or I can only see you at a time, and then I'm seeing you, and then seeing you, and then CC. But like I can see you, and then I can see you. Or I can speak to you, and then I can speak to you. Someone is definitely talking to 2 or 3 people here. So that's pretty much what I can gather of that, Gavin. Steers, maybe. But like I can see one person, I can only see one of you at a time. I mean, are you being like a flock of seagulls of people all coming in at once, and you're like, now you want to see me as well? So I don't know, I got a feeling that, so I mean, like I said, man, if you're single, you're kind of like, well, there's a person here, and it's a maybe, and it's a no here, and it's a maybe here, and it's it could be a baby over here. I could have kids with an ex, and my ex is here too. Libra could be an ex of Libra, and you're kind of like, well, my ex is over here, and then I've got a new person here, and this one's over here. I mean, are you networking? Is this like across the world? If I say world, it must be a 3. It could be a Pisces. You could just, like me, I'm a Life Path 7, so you can watch this Life Path 7, right? So these could be clients and people like that, right? I'm not saying the name Clive or Claudia or Claudia, but like I'm fishing for you could be on Plenty of Cock, maybe, but like I don't know. There could be cock all over the internet. I really don't know. But like I'm fishing for a dream, and I'm kind of like touring breaks, Life Path 7, Cancerian, Dan Danielle, Danny Glover, can't take this shit no more, right? And how many more fish can I get? Like, okay, there's a fish over there. Okay, so if I just cast out, I might be, oh, fish, you right, fish? Oh, I got it. It's kind of like, okay, I got the fish's interest now, right now, let's reel him in a little bit. Okay, so unless you're fishing or your partner fishes quite a lot, or Charlotte, but there is 100% a dating pool of people that are here. Definitely in my head. Steph, Jeff, Steve, Sarah, Sassy. But like, I'm seeing like a casino also, someone that goes to gambles quite a lot. And then I'm also seeing an energy in my head of the world, meaning that there may be people that are like networking on plentyofcock.com or something like that. Condom maybe on, what would a condom be floating on the sea for? I don't know. CC? Hello, CC. But like I'm floating around on the internet. Like, I don't know. Are you talking to someone on the internet and you don't know where you stand? It's like, I want to be, but I can't be, and is it to be or not to be? Like, it's a bit like the question that everybody asks a skull, right? Is it to be or is it not to be? Like, I don't know. Like, it's that where you kind of talking to someone maybe, Cancer, or they're talking to you, or Alchemy, or Natalie and Brullier, torn. I'm torn between knowing which one. Like, I don't know. I got a feeling that you're just sort of like talking to someone, right? Maybe. And you don't quite know whether it is a platonic relationship or whether it be an actual gin and tonic. And you're like, is this a gin and tonic? Shh. Cancer. Come round me back end. You're like, oh, I can go in your back end. Yes. Have a look at me back end if you want. And you're like, look, me back end's there. And you're like, you're back again, right? so what is this back end? Now, is it an alleyway or is it alley cat? Is it Leo? Are you going in someone's orifice maybe? I promised I would not go down this line of speaking like this anymore, but someone's yeah, it's very strange being a medium when you can kind of see people. Stephen Strange, maybe. But like, where are we going with these messages, Cancer? Okay, because I'm hearing take it up the dirt track. So if it isn't where you live where it's dirty, then there's a... Okay, someone's dirty. 30 up in here, about 30, feeling very dirty at the moment. I can hear it, I'm sorry. But like, there's also a track, meaning that this person, like myself, does angel radio, right? It could be like someone asking me, do I channel through the music I make? Yes, I do. At the moment, we're on Scorpio, okay? So, like, I'm going to be doing the Scorpio track, okay? But, yeah, I make music and I make my own, and then whatever comes out, it comes out and it's channeled through music. It's the same as doing this, but I also do it through music. So there could be a new track, or you're making a track, or track and field, Sheffield, from up north, Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield, someone from Britain. In a track. Some of you could be like walking, you walk up and down like a dirt road or something like that, or a rough road, rough rider. Someone's a rough ride. Could be walking your dog quite a lot up a road track here. Track. I don't know. I can hear a lot of stuff, but I ain't going to mention it here because there... Okay, let's just go down the non-phallic dirt track. There's an energy here. So which hole? There's energy here of someone maybe being very alluring. Put it that way. Okay, that's like a lure, a fishing lure. And they're very alluring, very charismatic, very kind of sensuous, very kind of like, you know, and it could be at a distance and you're like, you know, I really want to be with you and I'm missing you because I can't be with you and I want to, but I can't. And it's like that forbidden fruit of maybe Gemini or Capricorn, but like, is it forbidden, right? And like it's the fruit that's there, but I can't take the fruit. Like take the lotion out the basket. And you're like, I can't. So like I just want the fruit, but I can't have the fruit, right? So is it fructose or lactose intolerant, any of you? Like you're suffering through diabetes and this sort of stuff, right? Lactose or fructose. So you could be on a carnivore diet for a lot of you, or on maybe a ketogenic diet. Also in Keely, Kylie, Kaylee, Casey, Kylie Minogue and Jason. So some of you could be from Australia, okay, or this person is, but it's kind of like this fruit and this loom of fruit that I really want to eat, the basket of fruit, right? I mean, it could be a peach. It's kind of like I really want to eat that peach, and it's like I can't because of the sugar content. Or there's, oh man, where are we? Let's just get on with your reading. There's phallic content all up in here. Basically what it's saying is, or Steve, or my spirit Dave, is saying that someone here is talking to someone on the World Wide Web, okay, and they're very luring to the eye, and it's very charismatic, and it's very passionate, and it could well be like a soulmate, a twin flame energy. Okay, and like I'm feeling very kind of like I really want to be with you and I just want to be there, or I want you to be here, Michael Jackson. But like, you know, Jackson 5 could be something to do around a Sagittarius, a Taurus, or a Life Path 5 maybe. Okay, and like I really want to be there and I really just want to plunge in and grab you and put you over here, but I can't at the moment. So it's like that, you want to be with a person. It can be on like the internet, you've met someone, but there is obstacles along the way of being like, okay, I'm getting there towards that energy, but I need warming up first, or I need to get to know you a little bit better first, or I do know you well enough to know. And it's like this, is it a yes or is it a no? Do you want to, do you not wanna? Tatiana, Tijuana, Tyler, Tarot, Tanya, Great Britannia, Britain. Some of you might be thinking about moving to Britain, or you are already in Britain, or this person is, but I'm definitely in Brian, Bristol, Beth. I'm also hearing Bethley Phlegm. Some of you might be stopping smoking and you're coughing up Lucas. I'm also hearing lupus as well. For a lot of you might have lupus or Lulu, but like lupus or Luke Skywalker, Luke. So that is pretty much what they say up north. If you're from Sheffield or places like that. Hey Luke in the book. Hey, you're right there, Terry. Some of you could be from Manchester. And you're like, hey, you're right there, Steve. You're like, oh, fucking hell. Hey, it's you. Hey, getting on, kid? Yeah, you're right there, la. Yeah, I'm right. So someone's up here, all up in Manchester. So you could be travelling. And you're like, hey, I'd love to come to Manchester. Yeah, aye. So someone's from Manchester up here. It could be Birkenhead. Birkenhead. Is it Birkenhead? Bradfield. That's like up that way, right? Bradfield is Manchester. Bradfield. Bradley. Bradford. Bristol. Brighton. There's people all over the world here. It's got to be a Pisces somewhere here. Like, do you want to travel? Like, I want to travel to all these places with this person. Like, I want to go and see them, but I actually want to travel to all these places in Great Britain. Like, and you could be seeing someone online and you're kind of like, well, I would love to come to Britain, okay, and I want to travel all around it, okay. Might be, get all up and around that. Someone's from Scotland up in here. It's got to be fucking Icarus. Hey, get all up and around that. I would, Icarus. They get all up and around that. So I said, well, I mean, is that for you Scottish lot out there? Is that pretty much how y'all lot talk? Yeah. See you, Swat Rabbit. Come up in here, get a carrot, and I'll get all up and around that. So, one of, like, if you look at British Isles, right? If you look at Britain, when you get right up north from where I am, right, and you go like, you go as far as Scotland, it's pretty much how they talk up there, and it can be impossible to understand what the fuck they are saying. It's a bit like when y'all are over in America, when you're like, Sandra, hey y'all, ha. You're like, the fuck is that kind of shit going on all up in your mooey? You're like, some of you are... Okay, Stephen, calm it down. Some of you are doing that. Like, oh, gee, that was a projectile. I just spat out a load of phlegm. So, you know, you could be stopping smoking for a lot of you, or someone up in here is coughing and it's like, oh, it's all coming out on me, Dave. Right, here. And then you've got this Scottish, see you swat rabbit, get all up in around that world, I would. Yeah. I mean, so are you on, is this, oh, fat bastard, is that you? Is it, well, you'll lose like me, bitch, tits and all, right, I don't really care, right? But like, oh, do I make you horny, baby? Do I now? Right, what is it called? The Spy Who Shagged Me, or whatever it was, right? And like, yeah, he's Scottish right at the end. And he's lost all his weight, he's got all access skin like me, and it just hangs everywhere, right? And you're kind of like, fucking, hey, oh dear, fat bastard, is that you? Yeah, I've been on a kind of diet. I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah. Oh dear. I don't know where it's all coming from. Where do I get it from, Cancer? Right, so we're going to stop with the comedy. This is divine comedy all up in the shit here. Okay, I can't help it. Okay, it's God, bitch. Right, let's get on with the lemonade. Lemonade. See again, lemonade, chocolate aid, round the corner, chocolate aid. Someone could have AIDS. They could all be going up the dirt track. I'm sorry, but it's there. Why did I say that? Oh, dear. I don't have a filter, people. Someone's... Okay, let's just move on. Yeah. That's not. I'm just saying there could be a transmitted disease here. Okay, transmitted disease. Okay. So let's right. Let's get on. Let's see across the sea, da 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 da. Cause we all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live. What, Steve? Why are you singing Yellow Submarine? I don't know. Why am I singing Yellow Submarine, Dave? Because you're mental. Oh, thanks. Because you're mental. Okay. Mental health? Who doesn't these days have mental health? Someone's got one eye up in here again, I'm telling you. Mental health. Laura Felix, come on from behind that false moustache, Hitler. I know you're in there. I can smell you. I know you're up there in Bradford. Let's see now. Why does my camera keep moving? I'm going to have to plug it in, but my camera keeps moving, Dave. Right, so what's... show me what Cancer should be aware of in their environment, please. Then we're going to do your Karma and Dharma reading. I know you don't feel the same. Oh dear. Okay, so some of you are like, well, I just know that they don't feel the same, so I'm not really going to bother. So you know for sure. You've asked the person and you're like, they don't quite feel the same. Cancer, what should they be aware of in their environment, please? Or some of you know that about this person. I still have feelings for you. That's a confused ball of shit right there. I know you don't feel the same, but I still have feelings for you, all of the same. Okay, so someone still has feelings for a person here, but the other person doesn't. Now, if you've got that from that person, they've said, no, I don't, there you go. Okay. Cancer, what should they be aware of in their environment? You let me down. That did come out, and then I've pulled it out again. You let me down, though. Should I give you another chance or not? Ooh, okay. Is it Pisces all up in here? I know you don't feel the same, but I still have feelings for you, but you let me down. Okay. It's like this connection that's really struggling at the moment for a lot of you here. Any other messages for Cancer, please, they should be aware of? I admire you from a distance. Now, I think that you've got multiple different people or messages coming through here. I know you don't feel the same. I still have feelings for you and you let me down, and I admire you for that. Or is there just a secret admirer here? Like, just as a general energy, someone is secretly admiring someone from afar. But I'm also hearing Myra, the name Myra, or Mira, or Myrene, or Melissa, anybody that's got M in their name, first or second. And I am admiring you for still having feelings for me, but I'm sorry, but I don't feel the same. You let me down once before, but I admire you for trying. It's kind of like that, really. Okay, so we're going to keep those out. Okay, then we're going to go down, Dave. Okay, now this isn't going to relate to all of you because you will need to see your Patreon message, because your Patreon message had that many kings and queens in it. It was unbelievable. Good reading. Okay, you're unbelievable, Carter. Jackie. Let's see. So, show me the way to go home of the karma that Cancerian is going to be experienced. Please show me the karmic energy for Cancerian, the karmic energy. So you've got a Pisces that could be a karmic or a life path 3. You could well be in a third party situation and there's the karmic energy and you're not even speaking to this person here. So some of you are just not on the same wavelength with this person because the communication is broke down karmically. Now karmically, obviously, if you are caught in a third party, you've got to be in a relationship to be caught in a third party. You've got to be classed as boyfriend or girlfriend or made an agreement that you are seeing each other. Okay, because if you're not, there's that energy of like, well, karmically, I don't really know where I stand, Dave, because I'm not being tied down. This is like tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Everybody now is from Australia, right? But it might be where it's kind of like, I've not actually been tied down by the person. I've not, you know, it depends on how you want tying down. But it's this, I don't know if I feel the same as what you do energy here, because you do have this kind of energy here, right, of what these cards say, that I admire you, you let me down, I know you don't feel the same, but I still have feelings for you. It might be a discussion, depending on how it's coming through. But let's have a look at the karmic energy. So obviously, right, if you are not tied down in a relationship where someone is tied, like, because you can class as tying the knot as marriage, and we're going to tie the knot and we're going to get married, okay, but it's in the same ballpark field of I haven't tied the knot yet, which means that I am not committed into anything because no one said anything about being in a physical relationship with someone. So it's kind of these where these can be metaphysical third energies that are where it's kind of like, well, am I waiting for you? Do you want me to wait for you? Like, is there a possible chance for us to ever be together? Like, how long am I going to be waiting? How long is a piece of string, right? So it's like, am I being strung along to wait? Or like, you know, is it going to be a long wait, a short stay, a long stay? Is there going to be visiting and traveling involved? Have you spoke about that? Okay. Whether that would be a possibility, and the karmic energy would be of just waiting to see if this connection would go to the next step if you haven't been to see this person. Because this can be waiting for a passport, you know, waiting for the person to say, yes, you can come over and visit. You can come over and stay. Now, if you've already gone through those motions of step one, now the third energy is meeting the person. That's like, you know, third base pretty much. Okay. So it could be where karmically someone may or may not have spoke about traveling at some point, but they don't quite know where they stand until they get there. So it's kind of like this, well, I admire you at a distance, and it's kind of there for some of these messages for a start, because I will go to the energy of where this is, you let me down, I still have feelings, past energy of 3, right? But at the moment, if you are single, there's an energy of not knowing if I'm actually tied up with this person to not be able to actually speak to another or not, because there isn't a commitment that's actually here. It's possibly thinking, or actually just, you know, now and again speaking to someone, but I don't quite know where I stand. So I don't know if I am committed in a relationship or not. That's the energy that's kind of portrayed this side here, okay? So let's have a look at the Dharma energy for Cancer, please. Show me the energy of Cancer for Dharma, please. The Dharma energy for Cancer. So you get the 8 of Swords on this side. You get the Page of Pentacles, and you get the Hierophant. So there is a relationship here that is offered, and it is at the beginning, just now, new people. There is where this is browsing. This is kind of like, well, I'm keeping my options open because nobody has mentioned about that we are actually committed in a relationship. I'm not married unless you are and the other person is, and then you're in a third party commitment with someone that's already married, right? Or you could be getting divorced and so on and so forth. But again, there's this energy of, I don't know if this person is in a relationship or not in a relationship. And if I know that they are single, then is there a possibility that this could lead to marriage, commitment, or at least a relationship? Okay. Because this is, I'm on my own. I'm on my own, and I'm also a single mother, and I do it on my own. Okay. So I want to just do this on my own. So this person could be a mother, right? They could be a mother. It could be from a previous marriage or relationship that they were in. So it does make them single. Okay. Now, because of that connection being the unknown soldier, and I don't quite know where I stand as, okay, are we making this a relationship to say that we're in it and go public? Because if you're not public, there's this energy of like distance, and I'm not sure, would this last a distance or not? It's kind of like that contemplating in one's mind. If someone was to say to you, are you seeing anybody? You would kind of think, well, kind of, sort of, but not like, because it could be friendship, but again, it's like that, will the friendship go to the next level after friendship, will it? Now, if there is distance between you needing to travel towards this energy, that is what's keeping this in suspended animation of like, well, I can't really say yet until we've met. Like it is kind of like that energy, right? Until we've been formally introduced, I can't really say yes or no until we've at least been out on a date or I've got to know you a little bit more, and then I can make up my mind. But there is a relationship here that is on the table to say that someone's looking for a relationship, right? But you've got to be open to it. Okay. So now let's have a look at the energy of where these cards at the top, before I clarify them, are coming up for you, Cancer, of I know you don't feel the same. Some of you have already asked, or you've been doing this for quite a while with someone, and you've already asked the person, or they've asked you, and you know that they don't feel the same. So it's like a forced silence. I can't ask the person because they've already told me in the past that they don't have feelings for me and that they don't actually see me that way. They don't see me that way. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but I only see you as a friend. That's it. So that may come up for you if any of you ask, or you already know that karmically and you are still attached to that person. Okay. Now, if you're going through a divorce, okay, the karmic energy that binds you together is the children, is the kids that you guys have together, inner children to your ex-partner. Okay. That binds you forever. Okay. Now, I still have feelings for you. So we'll go down the energy. How long have you been going through a cycle with someone that you may or may not have come in contact with at some point in the past, and they're still having feelings for someone else, but they're not actually talking about it? Because you let me down in the past, I really don't think that I want to take another chance with it, because we've been through this time and time again. And because we have, all I can really do is just admire you as a person to let you go. Okay. So let's find out now about why this hangman is here on the energy of karma. So there is a lot of talking. There is a lot of communication. It's coming in really quickly. So when you look at the energy of karma, it's the energy of the unknown energy, whether it be karmic or work out or not. It's like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Okay. So I can't really give you an energy that it's karmic. Okay. Because you have to discover it. And that's what these people are doing, is talking to one another to actually get to know one another. Okay. Unless someone snaps someone up real quick and says, do you want to get married? Do you want a relationship? And the person says yes, and they agree to it, then you know that they do. Okay. And if it isn't, that's just getting to know somebody. Okay. So let's see. I don't see why people worry about divulging their feelings for another person, because at least then you know. Me, I like to get things out the way, and I know. So let's see, because 3 here can be a possibility in the future, as long as you are talking about it, right? As long as you can compromise of what the other person wants without forcing them. Okay. So why does Cancer have the energy of this 3 of Wands on this side? Because it is 3 energy. You've got 3, 3, and 3 now. So you've got 3 of them. Now, like I said, the first energy of like, I do kind of have options. I'm just sort of like waiting for the right option to come along. Okay. But it might be where someone is in this energy, but because they are in the energy, they work abroad or they work away all of the time, and you don't get to see them or speak to them at all. Or that's if you've been going through the same energy, because there's a lot of new energy here also. And then you get the energy of 3, where it might be where the person doesn't live in the same state, country, village or town, or possible even the same planet. Okay, and as long as they don't belong to the planet of the apes, you should be fine. But it is an energy of like having to wait. Okay. Because it's communicating with people that are at distance. Okay. So what is this Page of Wands? Because it's kind of finding out, do you want a long distance relationship? Are you ever considering moving at some point? Would you consider moving at some point? You know, there are a lot of people that do move from country to country. There's a lot of people in this country that are Polish, that are American. You know, there's a lot of different country, you know, people do that. But this is more of like, you know, who wants to move? Who wants to go? Okay. Who loves you and who do you love? The running man, right? So let's see. So what is the Page of Wands? Is a Four of Swords. It's kind of like I'm getting frustrated and all I can do is just be patient. Okay, that's all I can really do at the moment is just be patient. Okay. Someone also works for inpatient outpatients like doctors, hospital and nurses here. Okay, so show me the energy of Dharma for the Page of Pentacles. Why does Cancer have the Page of Pentacles as their Dharma energy? So you got Libra. Okay, so it's still in the balance, it's still in the making, this destiny energy that is here, whether it be karma or dharma, it's really not saying too much, because you might not even be speaking to this person at all, they're just there. This person could have children, they might want to be single on their own because they have kids, and they take their children into consideration, obviously, before making a choice of like, well, I'm just going to jump straight into a relationship with any Tom, Dick or Harry and I have young children. Okay, so I have to make sure that the person is the right one for me because I don't really want to have to do this again. Okay, some of you it is divorce though, I am saying, because Justice and the Hierophant here is either a marriage or a divorce. Okay, it's one or the other. Okay, so show me, because this person could have had ex-partners with children and they've got kids with an ex-partner. What is and they're in this reading of what they go through with that person here. They have to communicate with the kids that they have. Okay. Now, if you've just got that one person that's a karmic ex, and that is all you are dealing with, or they are dealing with, was constantly trying to get away with, like, or, you know, the only contact we have is through the children, and I'm not seeing anyone, I've got no interest, but I keep going through that. That's your karmic energy all told there. So what is the Eight of Swords? Five of Cups. Yeah. You got two fives on this energy here. Feeling at a loss. May not have any money on this side to be able to live properly here. Right? Because this is like bills, rent, you know, money, savings and stuff like that. And it's like, in order to be able for anything to come true, I need to be able to save money and have that money first to be able to function. Okay, whether this be a relationship or not, it's a factor that comes between the energy here. Being able to afford to do that. Now you could have someone here that is always dwelling on a past partner and trying to get over it. Okay. Let's see. So, what is the Hierophant here for? Why is the Hierophant here for, please? For a Dharma energy for Cancer. So you got the Page of Pentacles. So there is money there. There is savings. It's kind of coming up like if I want this in the future, because this is only the next 48 hours, for God's sake. But it's kind of giving you a rendition of pretty much how I read tarot cards if you just find it, right? Because my goal is obviously to get you to join Patreon, to watch your weekly reading. You know, I don't blow smoke up your ass. Obviously, I need to earn a living, right? But this is needing to save money, right? I need money first in the bank to be able to do this. If this come of anything in the future, I need money first to be able to do it, right? That's either a concern of someone or no concern of anybody, right? Because it's financial. Now, if you guys or this person is going through a divorce settlement, it's all to do with the money that is locked into this account, okay, in this money. Even if you've got a widow and you are a widow and you have to get into a bank account with the person not even being there, okay? Because this is locked away funds. It's like, it's also, I have a house, okay, or housing, but I have a house, right? And like that's where my money is all locked into the house. That's, you know, it's where I live, right? That's my house, that's my home, that's what I've got. Okay, that's all what I've got to my name. So until I can probably sell that, okay, because this is buying and selling and merchandise and everything else, until I can sell it, okay, to get this or get a job, then this can come later. At the moment, I need to make sure I've got the money to be able to do it. Okay, so that's kind of the energy I've got for you here as a karma and dharma energy. I'm not seeing any, like, obviously if you guys have got children with an ex and that's what you're going through in the divorce, there's your karmic energy. Okay, there is no winner or loser in a karma or dharma reading. It's just a reading to show you what's going on. Because if you guys are not talking and you're ignoring each other and you only talk for the children, there's your energy. You're still going through that, right? Here. Okay. And then, like I said, some of you are just like trying to find out about this person, whether they're going to allow you into their life or not. Like, you know, because once I've got you, I won't let you go, but I need to be safe. I need to make sure that you are a safe person for me to be with. Okay. So there you go. So that's what I've got for you guys. Thanks very much. Now, if you want to watch your weekly reading that comes hand in hand with this one, because now when I'm over on Patreon, I'm saying to you guys, right, this is going to be the outcome of what this reading is here that goes on through your whole weekly reading when it's all clarified. Okay. So you will need the silver or the gold tier, and you will find it over on Patreon from the link below, or use the app if you're already a member. If you don't want any of those and you can't afford any of them because you've got silver or gold tier, because the gold has teaching on it, teaching videos. If you don't want that and you want to join the join button below, the join button below is only $3 or $4. It doesn't cost too much. And that one is all about me channeling your deceased loved ones, and then also tarot card readings for the people that are on the join button. So if you are joined, when you come up in green, I do 2 different videos. One is called Channeling Your Deceased, and the other one is tarot card readings for the people that have joined. You can join then if you like. When you see me going live, you'll know because it will say live, and I'll be talking to you all, right? So you can then join then if you want, or you can join now, but it is only $2 or $3. There are videos over there also. There are a couple of 3 teaching videos. There's the odd everything else that's over there. And then it really helps me out as a channel to be able to keep doing everything for you guys. Like, you know, I have to live. So for whatever you can do, help out with the channel. It really does help me out, and then I can help you out. Okay. So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it, Cancer. And I'll see you next time or over on Patreon.